Speaking of bullshit, Johnny Depp was actually made the news. Actually, in a roundabout fashion, we were just talking about fossils, actually. A British scientist from the Imperial College of London discovered a 505 million-year-old fossil that appears to have been the ancestor of lobsters and scorpions. The fossil had large scissor-like claws. The scientist said his last name is Legg. Says, when I first saw the pair of isolated claws in the fossil records of this species, I could not help but think of Edward Scissorhands. Even the genus name, Cuccinella chella, includes the reference to the film as cella is Latin for claws or scissors. In truth, I am also a bit of a Depp fan, and what would be a better way to honor the man than to immortalize him as an ancient creature that once roamed the sea. That's kind of cool. You know, scientists are doing stuff like this all the time. They come across something, and we're running out of names for things. We already have spaghetti. You know, we can't name the next fossil spaghetti because you're going to get the two things confused. So we come up with all these different movies and things like that because, you know, we're bored. We need to be entertained. So why not call it Depp? That's basically what he called it. So he called it a Cuccinella Deppi, or Depp, or I think it's Deppi or Depp, D-E-P-P-I. I don't know if that's, yeah, Deppi. So he's paying homage to the actor. So Johnny Depp is now going to go down in history as an actor that was named, a fossil is named after an actor. You know, I don't know if maybe it's been done before. I don't know. It's really kind of cool. Yeah. Before we get going here, we have some breaking news here. They had some authorities that 5 deaths on the roads near Oklahoma City after tornadoes hit the region. So, yeah, if you're out in Oklahoma City, please take care. Those tornadoes are dangerous things going on out there. All right, I'm sorry. Let's get back to it. Joe, your thoughts?
Yeah, you said that you wondered if this happens before. They name fossils after all sorts of things. Back in the day, they used to name them after the sponsors of the expeditions.
Yeah.
They would name them after kings. They would name them after leaders, you know, just because these are the people putting up the money. So, yeah, it happens. They sometimes name them after each other just to be friendly, you know, like some scientist respects some other scientist's work and names a fossil he found after him because they find so much stuff. I mean, you run out of names after a while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this fossil comes from the Cambrian era, which saw rapid biodiversity. Getting back to what creationists have said to me, how could all the biodiversity of the Cambrian explosion happen in such a short period of time? Evolution takes too long, and so therefore God did it.
Evolution takes too long. Well, what is...
Right. Well, the first time I heard that argument, I was like, oh, okay, so I actually looked into it. I was like, wait a minute, the Cambrian explosion took place over 80 million years. That's plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Lots of time.
So yeah, it's a null argument.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But yeah, Johnny Depp's little critter was crawling around during that time, during the Cambrian explosion. And
I've heard he's been around for a while. Actually, he takes that. If you've ever seen Death Becomes Her, you know they got this special formula where everybody you just live forever. So I think he's on that stuff.
What I think is amazing is this little crab ancestor was 1.5 inches long, and all of lobsters, crabs, spiders, and insects descended from it. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Dave, your thoughts?
You know, I don't have that many thoughts on this. Johnny Depp's
you don't
awesome.
Like lobster?
What's that?
You don't like lobster?
No, I enjoy lobster. As a matter of fact, shellfish, like lobster and crab, one of my favorite foods.
Nice.
So I probably would have eaten this.
I was just thinking, you know, George Carlin said, he goes, when I see something coming at me, you know, when I see 2 claws and walking sideways, the last thing I say, hey, that don't make me hungry. My thoughts are, step on that fuck before it gets to the children. So
that's right. No, I mean, yeah, as Joe said, I mean, naming fossils is something that people name them after all sorts of different things, all sorts of different people. I know a scientist who has had a number of discoveries named after him, and he had basically named the first couple that he discovered after himself, and then said, well, I've done that, I'm going to start naming them after other things.
There you go.
So, I mean, you get naming rights when you discover something, and this person decided to name it after Johnny Depp and Edward Scissorhands, and that makes sense to me.
Yeah, well, why not?
Right.
Yeah, if you get naming rights, sure. I have no problem with it myself. I just think it's just kind of funny myself.
It is.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yes, it is. Godless Glenn, your thoughts?
Well, I think I got more distracted on Johnny Depp than the fact of the fossil. Well, so I started doing some research on him, and apparently he was born in Kentucky. I didn't even know that, which is just right up the road from where I live.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he wanted to be a rock star when he was, I guess, a teenager.
That was the pre-Cambrian era, wasn't it? No.
Yeah.
Followed by the 21 Jump Street era.
Yeah, he was a bass player, was he not?
Oh, I don't know.
I believe he was a bass player.
Oh, okay. I mean, it would be pretty cool to see Johnny Depp as a rock star. You know, I just think it would be cool. So I was more focused on that, and then I'm like, I wonder if he's an atheist, and I just Googled that, and I see things where he's supposedly got quotes and stuff. So,
oh, really?
You know, yeah. I'll have to research it, though. I can't believe everything you read in Google.
No, can't remember everything.
Well, just the stuff I agree with.
Wait a minute. Let me Google that if we can believe everything that's in Google.
Yeah.
No, it says you can't trust that. Everything. Okay.
But now you can trust Wikipedia. I mean, if it says it, I mean, it's facts, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Nothing could go wrong there. No, it's actually Wikipedia is actually usually pretty close because it's self-correct. I'd like to say it's self-correcting because some people visit these sites a lot, so if they see something wrong, they go, "Oh well, I'll just go in there, edit it out." But sometimes you get the nut jobs go, "That's not right," and we're gonna make Johnny Depp as Jesus. Yeah, that's right.
There's the people that have the hobby of vandalizing Wikipedia.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they have nothing better to do with their lives. And they're stuck in their parents' basement watching Johnny Depp. I'm just kidding.
Hey, now, come on.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.